Caleb, you got your second Player of the Week this week. Can you walk us through your performance last week against Kane?
I think it was a great team performance. I mean, we ran the ball well. Guys up front did a good job, and guys on the perimeter made plays. I think it was a complete game offensively, looking to move forward, looking to improve, and I thought the defense played as well too, creating turnovers, things of that nature. It was a great. I think it was our most complete game thus far.
What's the energy of the group been like this week? Just trying to stay focused.
Yeah, I mean, we got Toledo this week. That's always a tough, hard-fought team. We know they're going to play us tough. We know that we got to be better this week. So.
The offense has been so balanced this year. Can you talk about the importance and leadership of the veteran offensive line, especially?
Yeah, man, the big boys up front, that's where it starts. The game is won up front, and the guys up front have been doing a great job this year. I'm excited to see the growth, and I'm excited to see where this can go, man. We got a tough stretch these last couple games in the MAC West. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm ready to go.
You've been able to spread the ball around however necessary to your skill guys. What's it like to have so many talented skill guys around you?
Oh, yeah, man, it makes my job easy. All I got to do is just get them the ball, let them do the rest, man. I mean, as you can see, man, they made a lot of plays this weekend in the backfield, on the perimeter. Tight ends are doing a good job getting involved, big blocks, making plays in the passing game as well. It's exciting to see.
All right, so this week in practice, what have you been focusing on for Toledo, and what do you see out of their talented defense?
I mean, their defense is pretty good. They're athletic. They make plays. They got a good perimeter. I'm looking forward to it. Just trying to find the matchups that we like. And be able to get our guys the ball in space. I'm excited to see. It's going to be a good matchup. It always is, and so I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Sky has been so good and so consistent this year. When he has a down game, which is rare, how nice is it to know that you have others you can go to?
Yeah, I think you hit it pretty much right on the nose. He's been consistent, and I think that's what separates him as far as being an elite receiver. He's pretty consistent, and honestly, I think all our receivers are pretty consistent. The guys make plays when their number is called, and that's something that as a quarterback, it makes my life a lot easier just letting those guys be able to make plays.
Last year's epic game here, is there any way it could live up to that again this year?
I mean, you never know, man. It's always tough playing Toledo. As I mentioned before, the biggest thing is just trying to come out on top.
Is that a game last year that you think you'll remember for years to come?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that was probably one of the best moments of my life up to this point, no doubt.
So how do you rate the defensive performance last week against Kent State?
I think we performed well. We stepped up based off our last performance versus Ball State. Everybody flew around. There's still definitely some things we can improve on, but overall it was a way better performance.
I know you guys are ready for that crazy speed and that go offense. What was it like handling that?
We prepared well in practice for it, but there's never anything like the game tempo. But we replicated as close as we could in practice. So when we got in the game, we handled it pretty well.
How do you think this week's going to be a little different against Toledo? What do you see out of them?
I see a good offense. They have a quality running back. He's been there for a while, and they're going to give you a little bit of everything, all types of run schemes. So you just got to use your IQ and play some quality football.
What do you think's been some of the biggest challenge or the biggest challenge this week prepping for Toledo?
Once again, we're prepared for tempo because they have shown tempo at times, but it's just going to have to be disciplined really in run fits because they give you all different types of things, and you got to most teams only specialize in one or two things, but they run everything pretty well, so you got to be ready for all of it.
And so now you're the team leader in tackles and the MAC leader in tackles for loss. You've been so consistent, and what do you attribute that to? Has it been your preparation, coaching? What do you think?
It's been a mix of everything. It's definitely been coaching because our coaches put us in great positions where we can play fast and not think, and it's also been preparation, and they stress that too, getting in the film, understanding your opponent, and it's just flying around and loving the game of football and just wanting to make plays and knowing you never know what play that you're going to be in on the tackle. If you fly around, you'll get there more often.
Seems like Toledo's played in some much lower scoring games than some of Western's games this year. What's your confidence level of being the type of defensive unit that can play in any type of game?
I have a lot of confidence in our defense. I think we can, any team, our front seven complements our back end, and our back end complements our front seven. So I think we're capable of putting the stops on any offense.
And you've forced 3 fumbles, I believe, this year. Is that something you've kind of emphasized or tried to focus on this year, or has it just been a natural product of getting to the ball?
Uh, Teams with more turnovers usually have guys that run to the ball better, so it's something we stress, and we're always stressing in practice, ripping at the ball and just trying to force turnovers, because turnovers change the scope of the game where you can get your offense back on the field. Those things are game changing, so we really want to make those type of plays.